I'm Dean Leyland. And I'm James Butler. Today we're going to demonstrate to you how to repair your standard Albert DVD player. The first thing to do, of course, is to remove it from the power source and so to isolate any danger. The easiest way to remove the power cable, so you will be out of harm's way, is to simply cut it like so with a pair of pliers. As you can see, this won't do any harm to anyone. Almost as if you hit them with it. Safely remove the case by pulling rather hard and discard of it safely.
As you can see, the eject system is located here. Now what happens is this rolls in and out. So if for some reason a DVD is stuck in there or something like that and you need quick access, then a good temporary way of doing this is to put the claw in there and then lever your pliers in, and then see very quickly and easily you have taken off this and you now have access to the laser inside.
If you wish to isolate the laser for reparation purposes, simply safely remove the connection like so and place it in a safe place for later. Attach the laser to the pliers and pull. As you can see, we have now isolated the laser circuit, and with a little careful engineering work you can see we have the whole laser circuit to be sent to repair. It's very difficult to repair such a thing in-house unless you've got an advanced tool such as a wrench or a hammer. As you can see, we only have a plier and a screwdriver to hand. And on the other side, with regards to safety, capacitors can often still charge after they've been turned on for several years. The safest way to make sure a capacitor is not holding charge and you're damaged is like so. Very, very carefully raise pliers before above the DVD player and repeat. None of these capacitors will now hold charge. So Dean.
Thank you. Now when you sometimes have capacitors located on the board like this, and for some reason you need to remove a capacitor and depopulate the board, another quick and convenient way of doing this is a similar method as approached before for safe removing capacitors, and like so. And as you can see, if I just peel one off there, you can see the capacitors coming away nicely there, and there also.
However, this technique cannot be applied to the harder IC chips that are generally imported from China. I mean, I can demonstrate now. These chips are largely indestructible. Very little damage has been done. I mean, it just demonstrates the workmanship and quality of these imported products. I think something else has to be said about connections such as these with many wires. I mean, you don't want to be too slapdash about removing these. They have to be done with care. For example, see, you've got to use careful and be very delicate in what you do. Thank you.
And I'd like to point out, if you do want to again remove these ICs, this repair instructional video is about removing certain components and identifying possible problems with them. But one way of removing the ICs, and obviously it depends on the quality of the board, but one way is to actually isolate it around there with lots of movements like that. As you can see, this is quite a high quality board, and see there's very little isolation available around there, but with a lot of other PCB boards you can effectively isolate the chip and perform any repair tasks that you may need. Dean?
Here's an example of an isolated PCB that we performed earlier on a less high quality DVD player. As you can see, it was simply cut out like so from another PCB. This was part of the power circuit of a similar model. Now we're going to discuss the ejection mechanism of the DVD player. I mean, at the moment, the fault with this DVD player originally was we couldn't let discs press and eject would not help. So now we're going to demonstrate how to successfully remove the tray. This involves a similar method to chip removal, capacity detaching, isolation of components, etc.
Thank you.
Thank you, James. There we go. As you can see, the tray now nicely and smoothly slides in and out. Here is a demonstration of pressing eject. Dim. So,
as you can see, we've also ejected the motor from the mechanism. That is another handy way of discovering any possible flaws.
And in this day and age where people are more and more looking to green solutions, a motor like this generates unnecessary carbon emissions. Instead, while you're watching the film, why not simply stand there and go like this? I mean, this motion not only removes bingo wings, increases your own health, reduces your carbon emissions, makes you fit and makes watching the film more pleasurable. No, that's really it, but still, I think
this is the thing. As electronic and electrical engineers, we do strive to use the cleanest power possible, and we've found human power is the cleanest power possible. So just by doing these little things like that. And also, I'd just like to mention another aside. Sometimes it's inconvenient to have to walk all the way over to a DVD player to actually put your disc in. So this is a new mechanism I've been debuting on some systems. Actually, this is quite convenient because say if you're in the kitchen, you get your DVD, slot it in the tray, and carefully insert it back in. As you can see, with some DVD players it's the case, but this is a minor flaw I'm trying to work out. And again, place that to a safe place for attention.
It is to be expected that you will incur several injuries if repairs in this manner.
That is true, very true.
But we are experts in our field. We recommend you do wear protective gloves and goggles if you are to undertake such skilled repairmanship.
Exactly.
I mean, as you can see here, there is a very nice pneumatic system which was wasting energy by emitting the drawer. This can simply be removed, reducing weight on your DVD player should you want to take it hiking. This is unnecessary. And now I think it's time to show you how to put your DVD player back together again once you have found the faulty components.
Thank you. Yep, sorry, this bit's some wire. This is obviously taking up some weight. There we go. That's conveniently isolated from the rest of the circuit.
See, as you can see, I'm now adding the power cable back inside. Just close. Don't worry about the fact that you may have some components left over. They will learn that's a positive. Now we see, Dean here has made a very foolish mistake. He's forgot to include the power cable. All you have to do, you can do it at the front. Just open it up, shut the power in, close, and we are now ready. Look.
I think it's a good thing to mention now about the kind of acid test of whether a repair was successful. You should be able to actually take the device, give it a good shake, and if you don't hear any kind of noise, then generally it's been a good repair.
As you can see, that's very quiet. There's very few loose components in here. It's more than not, well, more likely than not, work. Now here is the riveting process to seal the deal.
This is a temporary riveting process that will work if you have lost your screws at that certain point.
And this is a fucking, fully functional repaired DVD player.
Yeah. A job well done, I think, myself.
Why, thank you, James Butler, Dean Leland.
Thank you.
Association with Dean Lerner.